Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, live on WBON-TV Channel 9 and on radio at V99.3, Sports Radio 103.5 WKXO and Y92.5. Support your favorite local teams and enjoy the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Also brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Nuevo Vallarta, and Aero Auto Glass. Now let's go live to your hosts, Michael Watkins and Samantha Burford.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome into the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. I'm Michael Watkins. She's Samantha Burford. And Samantha, we are a few days into school now, a new week for the kids as they get ready for their first full week of school. And an exciting time to be a sports fan is we've already had golf. You know how good golf at Central's been.
Both golf teams.
But we got football around the corner now. It starts this week.
Right.
Soccer's had a couple of games. Volleyball's here, cross country and track. It's just a very busy, interesting time to be a local sports fan. And this past weekend, the last weekend without one of our local teams playing a football game for at least the next 4 months.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting because, they've been having their scrimmages the last few weeks. So it was kind of fun. I think Madison Central, I don't remember where they went.
Yeah.
But it was a bus ride.
I think Corbin was
Corbin was the week before.
Okay,
I do remember that one. But, yeah. And, it's kind of – I think it's going to be very interesting when we go to Madison Central this coming Friday night. There's a little bit of a different offense this year.
There is. And talking with we'll bring on Mr. Cooksey here, the AD with Central here in just a minute. When we go to our first commercial break, we'll come back and we'll get Cooksey set up. We'll talk about the Roy Kidd Bowl and all the exciting fall sports that are now underway when we come back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Copudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in. We can't wait to see ya.
Your vehicle's safety and integrity depend on its windows, which means a small crack can lead to big problems. Whether it's a repair or a replacement, the experts at Aero Auto Glass can have your car's windows looking like new in no time. With mobile service available in Lexington, Richmond, and surrounding areas, you can have your car serviced close to home. If you have damaged auto glass, call the professionals at Aero Auto Glass, 866-975-4527.
Richmond's very own TV station signal is now stronger than ever. If you're enjoying free over-the-air TV, rescan your TV now for all the channels WBON-TV offers, including Channel 9.1 with the AMG network featuring great programming like Forensic Files, Cheaters, plus live local sports and our daily Live at 5 local newscast. Channel 9.2 with the Buzzer Network. Enjoy your favorite game shows of yesteryear. Channel 9.3 is the Heartland Network with classic country and southern gospel music, The Crook and Chase Show, classic movies, Jimmy Houston Outdoors, and much more rural living programs. And Channel 9.4, that's Retro TV, featuring classic TV shows and movies you love and remember. For more information on over-the-air TV, visit our website, WBON-TV.com, and click the Over-the-Air tab. Drop us a line today and let us know where and what you're watching. Email us at info@WBON-TV.com.
We're back here on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show with the athletic director from Madison Central, Mr. Robbie Cooksey. First of all, it's already been busy with you. I know the golf teams have hosted a couple of tournaments up at Gibson Bay, and soccer's had games. So just talk about how the start of school has been for you as you enter it. What, year 5 as the AD?
This is year 6.
Year 6, okay,
Year
yeah.
6.
So just talk about how things have been for you as you all started school.
Well, it's we usually typically get started about a week or two before the kids get to school. So it's been busy. It's been fun. We've got soccer already started, boys and girls. We've got football coming up this Friday, cross country coming up this Saturday. We've got the boys golf team, girls golf team. They start really, really early.
They've been going for about 3 weeks now.
Yeah, they've been going for about 3 weeks, doing really, really well. So we, volleyball starts this week. We just Wrestling won't start until it's a winter sport.
Okay, we were talking about that before the show, and we were trying to decide when it starts.
Yeah, it's winter
I know
sport.
they're recruiting, and I'm super excited about the female part of wrestling.
Yeah, so they had a great turnout last year. I think they ended up having about 13, 14 girls.
That's so exciting.
Yeah,
so,
we'll have to get you back on.
Oh yeah,
the coaches on for that.
The girls really loved it. It's really growing.
Yeah.
So we've been busy.
You've got esports now that y'all offer. Bowling's had success. I mean, there's been, and it's you think about it like the school that I went to. I graduated a long time ago now, but we didn't have that many sports. It's crazy the stuff that you're all able to offer athletes to come into.
Yeah, I mean, and in this area, you've got things like boys volleyball and lacrosse, boys and girls lacrosse. They were that, and volleyball was sanctioned by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association this past year. So, probably in the next 3 to 5 years, you're going to see a good chance of 3 new sports being added. There's so many things that kids can do at Madison Central, and it's always busy. It's really, really too big for one person to do,
You need to be cloned.
I don't know.
More hours in the day.
You need more hours in the day. It's there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot. We've got good help. A lot of our people at Madison Central, they're all a lot of sports people, so they've got a lot of good help. But it's a lot. We're busy, but the kids love it, and we want to do what's best for the kids, and I think we're really doing that for them.
Samantha, one thing that we're always excited about every year, you got the Roy Kidd Bowl, which is a big game happening this Friday, and that's a big fundraiser for the football team as well. Uncle Charlie's putting that on this year. They're going to be I think they're running the concession stands, right? Uncle Charlie's is.
Yeah, they are. They're providing. They're their main sponsor this year. So it's I want to say it's the 13th or 14th year of the Roy Kidd Bowl. I know the first 2 years I think we're at Eastern, and then it's been at Central since. So, we're excited. It's always it's the biggest fundraiser that the football team puts on. And, we've got Johnson Central coming in, who's a perennial power. They're always good. They're going to line it up and run it. You know what they're going to do, but they always have a really, really good team. Should be a fun night.
When you look at the Roy Kidd Bowl, talk about so it's not just on Friday. There's games on Saturday as well. So talk about that and how folks can come out and watch Friday. Not a really good football game, and then on Saturday as well.
Right. So Friday nights you obviously have Madison Central and Johnson Central playing at 7:30. Tickets are $7, and then Saturday you can come out and you've got 6th, 7th, and 8th grade games. And I want to say that they start at 10 o'clock and they run pretty much throughout the day. So it's it's a really, really good way to see our high school teams, but also our middle school teams.
Yeah, those feeder programs, which are so important now. They've got to be coming. There'll be Central athletes here in the next 2 or 3 years.
And talking to those student athletes, they love it. They love being out on the Madison Central football field. This is, legendary for them.
Oh,
we're going to get to be on this
time.
field someday.
Yes. Yeah, the middle school kids, and when we have youth leagues and things over there, the kids just – they light up. They really they love it because it's what they go and watch, and it to them it's big time. Plus, they're not getting to play on turf and things like that, so it's pretty cool for them.
Yeah.
Well, I know Samantha's got questions for you too, but you talked about tickets being $7,
cash only.
That's what I was going to ask.
Oh, thank you.
In the past, you can get them ahead of time for some districts and things like that.
Right.
But for this game, is it just at the door?
It's at the door, yeah.
Okay.
$7 at the door, and I think it'll be. I'm pretty sure. I think Saturday morning $7 at the door.
Same thing.
So yeah, it's cash only.
And hopefully no one complains. Like, they need to understand this is a fundraiser.
Yeah.
This is for our football athletic program.
Now, for the rest of the year, is there digital tickets then, or is it just for this one game?
Well, I'm hoping there will be.
Okay.
That my hope is that we'll do some digital ticketing. We've not done a lot of that in the past, but we've kind of, we started doing some digital concessions last year, and I'm just kind of waiting on the go ahead.
There you go.
I was going to say, I remember that last year because we were like
at baseball. I
big
remember
into
buying a hot dog or something at a baseball game and using like Venmo or what.
Yeah.
But
Go Fun.
Well,
Go Fan.
Go Fan.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's just and that's kind of where we're headed, obviously.
It
but
is.
just trying to get ahead of that and figuring it out and.
Well, I think what you get is, we're charging $6 typically for an event, but when you throw in the GoFan charge, you're looking at typically, well, it doesn't matter who you use, GoFan, Hometown Ticketing, whoever, you're looking at about another $1.25. So our attempt to use cash is really to save some money. So if you look like you're bringing 4 people into a game, I mean, that's an extra $5 you've got to spend.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you do it 10 or 12 times in a year, it starts to add up. But on the downside is, using the tickets that you can get online, obviously people can get them quicker, they can get them easier. It's easier for our people to scan them in. And a lot of schools around us are using them.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of people really, really familiar with it. And there's a lot of people that don't carry cash anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I never have cash. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's
every time I take Samantha out to lunch, she's I forgot my wallet at home. I got
usually if we go to lunch it's because I lost a bet.
And you have to pay. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So it's a good thing, but most people typically we let them know in advance if teams are coming. Hey, we take cash, and I rarely hear any complaints.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Let's talk about band, too, because we mentioned it a second ago, but they're starting up their season as well, having a big preview show Thursday night. Talk to us about that. How's the band parents? They are there, loud and proud.
They
and
are.
Every right to be.
Right.
It's just such a celebratory, every year they're going to state and winning. So
they're great.
I can't wait to watch them.
They are extremely, extremely hard workers. Whether you're talking about the coaches, the kids, and the parents, they're really, really dedicated. And those kids, you worry about the heat and things for your kids that are playing golf and football and things like that. The band kids, they're out there grinding for 6, 7, 8 hours a day in the heat.
On blacktop now.
On blacktop, yeah, on blacktop to make it worse. They really are. They're go-getters. I mean, they work harder, hard as, or if not harder than anybody we have in the school. Just a really, really good program Mr. Jaggy has, and they've got their preview this Thursday night. I think they're going to have food trucks and things.
It's going to be on the football field.
It's going to be on the football field. So I think they're charging admission $5. But they've got food trucks. I know the kids are excited to preview their show. Parents are excited to see it. So we want the community to come out and take a look.
I can't wait because I don't even know the theme this year. Usually that is a big secret until, and it is like under wraps. Like no one knows that theme.
Well, everybody knows how much you like to gossip, so we ain't telling you.
No, there's no gossip. It's out there. They all know it now. So
well, when you look at your job, and for folks that if they come to the games or they watch our games or whatever the case may be, you're kind of just behind the scenes, just making sure everything goes smooth. Mm-hmm. What would you say is the most stressful part about your job?
Well, you want things to be smooth.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that you just you show up and the games are played, but there's a ton of stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Getting things ready. We've got a lot of good people that keep our fields looking really, really nice.
You think
about
officials
it, setting up the scoreboard.
You got to get officials. You got to get the score table set up. One person can't do it. You have to have a lot of really, really good people. Our custodians do a fabulous job of getting things a lot of times set up for us, keeping things clean. We have good people behind the scenes that they just people that are helping just do whatever needs to be done, whether it's you know, if the microphone goes out or, you know, the music's not playing that night or something. I mean, there's just the big thing as an athletic director, number one, you want the kids to be safe. You want them to have a good time, but you just want things to go really, really smooth. And I think a lot of times you're most successful when you don't have to see the athletic director because, you know, everything that you've done has worked. And, you know, when they're calling your name over the PA, then you know something's wrong.
Right.
You know, that you've got to get something done. So the nights that it's smooth, it's great. Obviously, there's nights that, you know, things don't run as smooth. I mean, obviously, we've got our hiccups just like any other thing. But
that might be when we see the police and you and
I mean,
principal
it's
all running one direction.
It's rare. You know, our kids are pretty well behaved.
Yeah, that is rare.
It is.
I think we saw it last year, maybe in basketball.
Yeah,
or something.
I mean it.
It's just a part of your job that you don't really think about, but you got to make sure the pep section is not saying anything inappropriate and things like
and
that.
I usually
throwing things out on the court.
We try and walk by, and you know, we try and tell them to keep it clean. But you know, it's
kids.
We want the kids to have a good time, but we want them to do it in a clean natured manner. You can cheer and scream and yell. You just you want it to be clean.
Yeah.
We don't want to be derogatory in any means to anybody. So, and we want to have a good, pep section. We want to have, parents cheering and things. We want it to be a good event that anybody can come to and enjoy themselves.
Well, another aspect of your job, too, before I can get the girls on here, too, from cross country, but a couple more things before we let you go. Social media-wise, I know that's another aspect of your job, which, you got the Twitter accounts that you run yourself, and then each team has their own.
Right.
You got all these Facebook pages for some different teams, too. But if folks are seeing this and they want to keep up with the teams and things like that, what's the best maybe place they can go find that?
You can find it just on
X,
Twitter or X, Twitter, whatever you call it.
I still call it Twitter.
MCHS Athletics, and then on Facebook, just Madison Central High School. We've got some ladies who are doing that, and some students who are doing a great job, really promoting the school. And I'm not a huge technology person. I kind of put out stuff that, upcoming events, and I retweet a lot of stuff, whether it's from, WBON, Richmond Register, things like that. We want stuff that's positive. But I guess somebody was telling me that they were reading a book, and if you don't portray a positive image, then you're going to get all the negative stuff. So it's something that I think we've done a pretty good job with.
Yeah.
We try and keep everything out there so the public knows. And, I think it really shows. Our crowds are great. We have just super crowds for football, basketball, baseball. A lot of our sports. Soccer is doing really well.
Yeah, girls went to the state tournament last year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, first time in school history. We've we have, really good crowds and a lot of people who really follow us. Yeah. So, I think the social media, it's one platform, but, it's you want to get the kids involved. So, we're always making announcements during cafeteria time, things like that. Putting out some things to let people know what's going on throughout the week and things. So it's, it's a lot to deal with, a lot to manage, but, we've got a lot of people who do a lot of really good things.
Well, I like getting on the Instagram page of I think it's the pep section, and they post their theme. I try to match the theme with them. You can be up there in the press box.
Oh, true. Yeah. Now, do you know the themes?
I don't know the theme this week, no. Okay. But I know some of the themes that they
typically have.
Yeah, you got Hawaiian
everyone
night.
wear yellow or
I would say
cowboy night.
Typically, it seems like the first game of the year typically is Pant Wars.
Yeah.
So that may be what it is. I haven't seen it.
You know what? Let's do it. We keep talking.
We have a lot of coaches who do a really, really good job of promoting their program, and that's kind of, as the athletic department, you can promote some things, but you want your coaches to have to try and have X, Twitter, Facebook.
Right.
You want to see them promote things because they've got sometimes a little bit more in-depth knowledge and a little more in-depth information that they can put out besides just scheduling and things like that.
Well, even a time of a game, if there's buses running late.
Yeah.
Get on there and let the fans know.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Yeah, we had to do that a lot last year for that first home game. Catholic,
yeah.
the rain and the lightning delays.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, we
Big
got cross
delay.
country coming on next. So give us an update on the girls with swimming. I know they're staying busy with that too, and how things are going with that.
The kids are busy. I've got one that's going to be a senior. She's
Which seems impossible.
she's going to be a
Makes me feel old.
She's doing well. She's a second year team captain this year, so she's going to finish up, and then she's going to student teach, and she wants to be a health and PE teacher and a coach.
And still going to Union?
She goes to Cumberland.
Cumberland. Yeah,
So I've tried to talk her out of the coaching part, but she says that's what she wants to do. So we'll see. She's actually been coaching Idle Hour for the last 5 summers.
Okay.
And really, really likes it. So she goes up, she drives there every day in the summer, and has been coaching swimming. So Is
that with her cousins?
She's doing it with her cousins.
That's good. So they're together. They're not opposing teams.
There's 3 of them. They're all together, and
Good.
they really, really like that. And then my youngest is still swimming, so she'll
keeps you busy as a dad and AD, right?
It's very, very busy. Yeah, keeps me busy. My wife, bless her heart, she does a good majority of it. She does a lot of the traveling and things. So she'll be a sophomore. She's still swimming, and we're just kind of cruising right along.
There you go.
Real quick, the last question. You see the schedule lined up every day of, okay, this week, here's what's happening at Madison Central athletic-wise. Do you try to get to every event? At least for 30 minutes?
Well, typically what we do is I have 2 assistant athletic directors who help me. So what I try and do is, obviously, during the week, I'm going to take the majority of the events. And then
and those are Marita and
we've got Miss Kinley, and then we have Mr. Presnell.
Yes.
That help. And then, I don't ask them to work. Obviously, what we need them to do typically are football games because that's our biggest crowds. But during the school year, I like to try and schedule them. They'll work maybe once every 10 days, and then I basically take the rest. So my goal typically is, number one, I want to be at all the senior nights.
Yeah.
And, that's something you plan ahead for.
All the athletic signings.
We want to be at all the athletic signings. Mm-hmm. And then, I'm at probably, I'd say 75% of everything else.
The games and stuff.
Yeah. And then we go to the games that I feel that are important, district games, if they're away. I typically go to those too. So I think we've got Berea tomorrow night. I'll swing by there. Even though I'm not hosting and doing anything, I like to swing by and try and catch a little bit of the boys, a little bit of the girls. But I'm at pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So
every time I'm there,
he's there.
And I know if he's not, I was like, okay, Miss Kinley, can you help me out here?
Yeah. So and Mr. Presnell, Miss Kinley are fabulous. They do a great job. But I'm the athletic director. It's kind of they're kind of under my watch. So I try and I want to be there. Number one, I want to see the kids do well, and I want to see want to make sure things run smoothly. But if I ever were to get sick or something happened, they're more than capable of doing what needs to be done. They are true professionals. They're great with the kids, so great with the coaches. So I don't have any problems if I need to take a night to do something. They're more than capable of doing what needs to be done.
I think they love it just as much as you do.
They
want to see those kids succeed, and they love watching them.
I think if you're a high school teacher, a huge part of being a high school teacher, I think, is the after school things. Mm-hmm. You don't have as much of that for elementary and middle. There's some, but the extracurricular activities for high school is really, if you're a high school teacher, that's kind of what you sign up for, because that's you make those connections. Kids see you, and you make those connections and develop those relationships when they see you at their ball games and things. And I tell you what, it goes a long, long way if you see somebody in the morning and say, "Hey, I saw you play last night. You did a great job." I mean, it helps establish those relationships, and
I know people care too.
Right.
Builds a little morale and all those good things too.
And I think it's really, really important. I think we've got a lot of teachers who do a really, really good job of coming to a lot of extracurricular type things. So it's important. That's a huge part of being a high school educator.
Well, everything seems to be going right because Madison Central is one for the record books this fall. Everything's on an upswing.
Big football game this Friday. Madison Central, Johnson Central. Tickets at the door, $7 at the gates. So come out there and support them on Friday night, and then on Saturday, go out there and watch some good middle school games as well. We'll step aside.
Real quick, I want to say we talk and we do all these games, and we tell everybody every Friday night. Go to the games. Go to the games. But if you can't, if you're elderly, you can't get there, watch us on WBON.
Or if you're going to be late. I mean, you can listen to the games on the way or whatever.
Watch it on WBON, but go to the games. It's better
and there's
in
always
person.
a good crowd, too.
It's better in person.
We'll have a fantastic crowd Friday night. Unless we have inclement weather, there will be a huge crowd. It'll be great.
Yeah.
All right, folks, step aside for our first commercial break. When we come back, cross country on the other side. We'll talk about that as well. More with Coach Matuse's next class coming through the ranks at Madison Central on the other side on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cudcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in. We can't wait to see ya.
Your vehicle's safety and integrity depend on its windows, which means a small crack can lead to big problems. Whether it's a repair or a replacement, the experts at Aero Auto Glass can have your car's windows looking like new in no time. With mobile service available in Lexington, Richmond, and surrounding areas, you can have your car serviced close to home. If you have damaged auto glass, call the professionals at Aero Auto Glass, 866-975-4527.
Richmond's very own TV station signal is now stronger than ever. If you're enjoying free over-the-air TV, rescan your TV now for all the channels WBON-TV offers, including Channel 9.1 with the AMG network featuring great programming like Forensic Files, Cheaters, plus live local sports and our daily Live at 5 local newscast. Channel 9.2 with the Buzzer Network. Enjoy your favorite game shows of yesteryear. Channel 9.3 is the Heartland Network with classic country and southern gospel music, The Crook and Chase Show, classic movies, Jimmy Houston Outdoors, and much more rural living programs. And Channel 9.4, that's Retro TV, featuring classic TV shows and movies you love and remember. For more information on over-the-air TV, visit our website, WBON-TV.com, and click the over-the-air tab. Drop us a line today and let us know where and what you're watching. Email us at info@WBON-TV.com.
We're back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Samantha Burford, Michael Watkins here with you. More Madison Central sports talk as we bring in Shelby Lamb and Abby Beal from the cross-country team. Ladies, welcome in. And first of all, last week we talked to some of the other athletes on the team about Coach Matuse being back within the program and what that kind of means for you all. So we'll ask both of you all that same question. What's it been like having him back in the fold as the coach?
Yeah, so he was here with us a couple years ago, and with him coming back, it's really been really helpful, honestly. Like, he's been incorporating a lot more strength training and stuff like that, and just, like, helping us to get better and, like, built back up for cross-country season where, like, the whole summer we didn't really have a coach for that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I really like the way he like works with us. Like he works with me on my form. I had really bad form before, and so he's been working with me on that, and he's been patient with me because that's not an easy thing to fix. So I'm really grateful to have somebody who's like patient with working with me.
When you say form, what do you mean exactly? Like form in running? Is there like a way to do it that it doesn't hurt?
No, there's like, it's just really helpful to have like better form. Like obviously you can still run with bad form, but it's easier to get faster if you have better form. So,
see, did you know that?
I knew there was technique involved. I just couldn't tell you how to do it.
No, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like today I ran and I'm like, man, I wish I had better. But that's the thing you don't think about.
I'm just trying to catch my breath.
Is the form and the shoes and not dying when you're like those things are very important. So, and I think last week when we talked to some of the other athletes too, they talked about the Olympics. Were you all big in the Olympics? Did y'all watch a lot of it?
Oh yeah.
What was your favorite? Do you like hurdles? Do you like long jump? Do you like?
I really love, even though I'm a long distance runner, I loved watching Noah Lyles in the 100 meter.
They said that last week too.
Oh, yeah, that was interesting. I like watching pole vault. Like, I don't know why. It's just so cool to see like the different kinds of like athletes that it brings in and stuff like that. So.
Right. Well, I think some Olympian set a record, like a Olympic record,
world
record, like unbelievable.
Well, and one of the, I think when you look at, and today with like Instagram and X and all the things that you can, TikTok, a lot of these athletes are posting like their routines or how they get better. Do you have one that you follow in particular that maybe you like to like look at their stuff and see how they do it?
Yeah, I watch, I don't know if you know who it is, but Quincy Wilson, the one that was a 16-year-old in the Olympics.
Okay.
He has a YouTube channel. And he just goes about his day like normal. He's like, my life as an Olympian. And it's just a normal life. Like, he just gets up and goes to school like normal and then goes to practice like us. So it's really fun to just watch, like, what he does throughout his day, how similar it is to, like, just a normal person. And, like, you wouldn't think that an Olympian's day would be, like, just, go to school, learn. Do all this
your
stuff.
homework.
You think that they're walking around with their medals every day.
Yeah.
Do you have one that you follow?
Well, I have a lot of like average runners that I just follow, or even just like above average runners. And I think it's just interesting to like see like their nutrition, for example, because I definitely do not have the best nutrition. So I'll be like, okay, maybe I could work on getting some more protein in by like watching what they eat in a day.
How would you describe your style? Are you an average runner or are you above average runner?
No, I'm well below.
Well below average, same. Yeah, I'm getting there, though. I'm getting there. I did sign up for it with Tracks for Packs 5K. I'm getting ready to run that. So that's coming up in September.
It hurts my knees. I just, no. If I'm running, you better run, too. That's all I'm going to say. There might be an earthquake or something. Tell us about what's your favorite event that you guys run when you're competing.
For cross country, I love the 5K. Like, that's just typical. Just
you could train with her.
What's your 5K time like normal?
I haven't ran it since freshman year, but that year I ran 18:36.
So 3 miles in 18 minutes.
Yeah.
Took me 32 minutes last year, so I'm right behind you. We're really close in time.
Yeah, you could honestly train with me.
Yeah. She'll be like, she's laughing at me as she goes by.
What is that? I'm not good at math, but
that's
would
basically
be three times.
Yeah, 2 times as quick as I would run it. So, how about you? Do you have a favorite event?
Well, in cross country, I love the 3K. I've always loved it since the first time I ran it. I just think it's like the perfect distance for me. And in track, I love the 4x8 because I just love the team aspects with it and all working together. And like when you get that time that you've been like wanting for a long time, it's just so awesome getting to celebrate it with like the people you've worked with.
So 4x8.
How long is a 3K too? Like how long is a 3K? Is that 2 miles?
1.86, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's
what I need to be running.
Is that a relay? What is?
Yeah, that's like 800 meters. So 4 people go 2 laps around the track each.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I used to, now in elementary and middle, I was in track. So they had me doing hurdles, the short girl doing hurdles, which I did not do well. But I did love the long jump and I love the relay.
Oh, yeah.
Everything about the relay is the best.
Mm-hmm.
It's not easy because you're running and you got to keep looking forward and hold your arm back there, hoping that they're going to,
get ready to hand it to you. Yeah. It's kind of an art, too, the handoff of the baton, right? Because, you got to practice that, too.
Have you ever dropped it?
Well.
Uh-oh, we got a story. Go ahead.
At indoor state, it was so hectic at the cross, at the line. And so my teammate, she didn't see me out there. And so she just kept running past the line. And we ended up just dropping the baton and getting out because it was so crazy and hectic.
Wow. When was that?
At Indoor State.
So this past year?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, that's not good when you're at state.
Yeah, that's like the biggest stage of them all. We have a mistake like that. You know, with the season starting this Saturday, right? What are you all kind of doing this week as you prepare for the first cross-country meet?
I've done like a ton of recovery. Like, I think this Sunday was my first actual day off since like June sometime.
Oh,
something
wow.
like that.
Okay.
So I took
Meaning
it.
you didn't run it all on
Yeah,
Sunday.
I didn't run it all. That was my first time I hadn't put in any miles. But I really took yesterday to just like relax and like I took an ice bath and scraped my legs. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's very painful.
Sounds very painful, yes.
It's terrible.
You're loosening up those muscles and getting all that. Yes.
And then elevation, a ton of that, and then just really making sure to get in, protein and extra nutrition just on my days off because with putting in so many miles, you just burn so much off that it's always helpful to just get extra nutrition in. So I tried to really just focus on getting like in the right headspace and just prepared for this upcoming meet. So
Yeah, this week has definitely been, so we've been like starting workouts last week. And so this week, it's definitely just been a lot of taking the easy days easy and taking the hard days hard and really just not only like physically prepping by like taking ice baths, nutrition, all that stuff, but like mentally taking a step back and preparing for like Saturday and just getting in that right headspace before we go out there and race.
There you go. And when you look at the competition this Saturday, you all travel to, is it Boyle County?
Bourbon.
Bourbon
Yeah.
County.
Bourbon.
Yeah, so the other
I remember that from
Yeah,
last
the other beat. So have you raced there before, ran there before? What's their track like when you all get out there and compete?
Yeah, that's my PR course, which who knows how because it's like up, down, and so many hills. It's one of the hilliest courses actually we ran.
Oh, yeah.
And so we'll have a 5K there. It starts on a downhill, and then basically the rest of it's just uphill.
Wow,
Yeah,
okay.
that's where we had state 2 years ago, and then recently it just got moved to the horse park. So we would race there, Bourbon County Colonel Charge, which is the race we're preparing for, and then we'd race state there.
Okay.
Okay, do you guys like the hills? Because last week they told us that they do their PRs and they enjoy the hilly aspects of the race course rather than just all flat.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, we've sure been training in hills, so I think a lot of us are ready
You're
for
used
the
to
hills.
it.
Yeah, I think we definitely have an advantage over a few other like teams just where I know a lot of people are doing like road running and stuff like that, so they've got more flat where we've got all these places out here with we have plenty of trails with hills, so we've been training on the hills.
Where do you go?
We were at Woodchip, which is right over here, but now we've been moved to Caudle, so we just do grass loops around there. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we did a workout actually not too long ago that is 12 by 400s, and it was the 400 was uphill. It was you start on an uphill and you finish on an uphill. So we're definitely ready for that final kick.
I cannot imagine how bad your calf muscles and your quads
I ran
hurt.
a mile this morning, and I mean I can feel it now, like my.
Yeah.
But I'm older too.
You need
takes
some creatine.
I need some of that scraping, I guess. It sounds like, that'll get.
And that's all about the fascia, right?
Yeah.
And loosening up all that fascia muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's bad in the moment, but like today I felt amazing. I was like, I can actually walk up the central stairs without hurting.
Now, do you take the ice baths and those big metal things? And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, ladies, thank you all for coming over. So Saturday's first competition. Good luck down there, and we'll look forward to covering y'all as you go throughout the year.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, we're excited. Keep us updated. And good luck, because I know you guys are doing the calendar fundraiser.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
Get
reach
on
out
there.
to the girls. Do the fundraiser.
We'll step aside and be right back. Madison Central Volleyball when we come back on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.
Central Day.
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in. We can't wait to see you.
Your vehicle's safety and integrity depend on its windows, which means a small crack can lead to big problems. Whether it's a repair or a replacement, the experts at Arrow Auto Glass can have your car's windows looking like new in no time. With mobile service available in Lexington, Richmond, and surrounding areas, you can have your car serviced close to home. If you have damaged auto glass, call the professionals at Arrow Auto Glass, 866-975-4527.
Richmond's very own TV station signal is now stronger than ever. If you're enjoying free over-the-air TV, rescan your TV now for all the channels WBON-TV offers, including Channel 9.1 with the AMG network featuring great programming like Forensic Files, Cheaters, plus live local sports and our daily Live at 5 local newscast. Channel 9.2 with the Buzzer Network. Enjoy your favorite game shows of yesteryear. Channel 9.3 is the Heartland Network with classic country and southern gospel music, The Crook and Chase Show, classic movies, Jimmy Houston Outdoors, and much more rural living programs. And Channel 9.4, that's Retro TV, featuring classic TV shows and movies you love and remember. For more information on over-the-air TV, visit our website, WBON-TV.com, and click the Over-the-Air tab. Drop us a line today and let us know where and what you're watching. Email us at info@WBON-TV.com.
Back here on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, we talked with Mr. Cooksey from Madison Central, a couple more cross-country athletes. Now we got some members from the volleyball team.
It's Madison Central Day today.
Well, it's been the Madison Central week. And I talked to Jay Simmons, like, we're going to try to work. We got some Southern athletes coming up over the next couple of weeks, too.
Those are fighting words, right?
Yeah, you mixing. We're talking about the Mad Pink game. Yeah, September 24th this year for Central Southern Volleyball. One of the most exciting games every year because of the reason behind it, donating money and all this stuff to a really good cause. But let's talk about senior year, ladies, and kind of how things are going for you all as you get ready to start volleyball season. Wednesday is your first volleyball match. You'll take on Lafayette, and then you said y'all play Thursday on the road. So it's here, and a very exciting time to be a sports fan in general because everybody's kind of starting up now with football, volleyball, and soccer and everything else. But what's it like for you all from the players' aspect, seniors, final year of high school? What's it been like for you two?
It's been really good, actually. I feel like it's really exciting to be with all of the younger players. Like, we're all pretty good, I think, and together we work together.
Well, they're probably looking at you, both of you, and all three seniors as mentors, right? Are you helping coach them and get them through some of their early jitters? Talk to us about what you're telling them, and then we'll get to you.
Well, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You got the giggles.
Well, if you see if you see a younger player struggling, obviously you've been there before, being a younger player. So what's something that you might tell them to kind of help them, take a deep breath. Yeah. Let's get back out there next play. Like, what was something that you could tell them to kind of help calm their nerves, especially kind of early on in the season?
Yeah, I just try to reassure them that they've done good, up till then, up till here. Yeah, they've done good so far. They're on the team. They're doing well. Just keep going.
Positive motivation,
right?
Yeah. How about you?
I definitely agree with Joe, but I'm really deep in my faith, and I just tell my teammates that praying helps everything, and that's what I do. I've always struggled with my negative mentality whenever I'm playing, but I have realized that whenever I'm praying and talking to God, that helps drastically, and my playing just increases drastically when I talk to Him.
Now, there's 3 seniors. Obviously, one's not with us today, and so we want to pray for her, obviously, because you guys were telling us before the show she has some health issues right now. So you guys are going to have to take in charge, both of you, minus
and her. Name's, so tell us your all's names again, and then Riley Harris is the other senior that's not with us. She's been sick the last week or so, you all said, so let's keep her in thoughts and prayers. But your name again is?
I'm Michaela Stoltz.
Stoltz, and?
I'm Haley Butts.
Haley Butts, okay.
I know I was going to say you didn't introduce him, did you?
No, well, I it's the thing. They told us right before we went on the air, and I'm not good with names.
And then we didn't say it.
But yeah, but whenever you talk to, have you had conversations with Riley? Is she going to be ready for the, I guess, first game? She probably won't be there for Wednesday, but have you had any idea when she might be able to make it back to the team?
We've heard that tonight might be her last night in the hospital. Which is definitely improvements.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she'll be at the game or if she'll be at least on the bench, but we have let her know that we're praying for her, and we hope that she gets better and recovers very quickly so that she can finish out her senior season strong.
Absolutely. And then it's going to take some stamina time to get her back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When you look at the team aspect of things, I know the last couple of years there's been a lot of really good young players come through the ranks at Madison Central. Now they're a little bit more experienced. You all are kind of a part of that as well. But when you look at what you lost last year with Rigney being gone and her being a stellar volleyball player, how do you replace someone like that? Because she's got size, she's got athletic ability. How do you replace someone that could, make up for a lot of the mistakes that y'all might have out there?
I feel like with all of our players, together,
doing it
collectively,
as a team,
we're doing pretty good. And I don't feel like we need necessarily one specific player to do that. You need a team to
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Obviously, you can't have another Avery Rigney. That's Avery Rigney herself. There's been a lot of people that have stepped up, especially underclassmen, but I do agree with Joe that teamwork is the key. If you're having negative attitudes towards each other or you just don't have trust, overall you're not going to succeed and you're going to fail throughout the season.
Are you Haley Joe?
Yeah, Haley Joe.
Okay. She was calling you Joe. I was just trying to put 2 and 2 together there. That makes sense, though.
You're wait, did I get the name wrong? All right. The Olympics were just here. We were talking to cross country about the track and field information. Obviously, they had volleyball, beach volleyball. Did you guys watch any of that?
Little bit.
Off and on, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I don't play volleyball, and I watched it all the time. It was
I kept
awesome.
up with it a little bit. I do know that they got second place, which is incredible. That's crazy. I do know that there's some amazing players, and one of my biggest role models is Ani Teeler, plays for them, and I aspire what she believes in, and I'm just in awe of her and everything that she's done and everything like that.
So you guys probably follow them, on social media.
Yeah,
do you watch
bit.
YouTube channels or anything like that and get advice and goals from them?
Yeah, I watch I'll see clips on YouTube and Instagram mostly, and I'll watch them.
Right.
Well, when you look at the team and kind of what you all lost last year, made a little run in the postseason. This year, what are the expectations? What are the goals as you all have met with the team, get ready to start the season? What are the goals for the team this year?
We have really tried to establish a new culture within our team and stuff. We've had the coaches gave me a self-help book basically that we're going to be passing down throughout the season. It's a lot dealing with just establishing a new culture and basically becoming more of a team and supporting each other. We've been really trying to hold those values and stuff.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I love about Janet, because she has established volleyball as a sport.
And
obviously
County.
it is, but she has been the driving force behind creating a club team, and now all these different things
Middle
that y'all
school
have.
teams, and then moving up into
and
Central.
dominance. I mean, the volleyball. She won the district or the conference in volleyball almost every year she was the coach there.
Did you guys have her in middle school?
I wasn't in Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
I played against her in middle school, and she was so
Yeah,
tough.
she's ruthless, right?
It was crazy. I was oh no, we're playing Caudle, guys. We gotta go.
Yeah, now you get to be on her team.
Yes.
So what's it like playing for her? Someone that was very knowledgeable, cares about you, but also expects winning. What's it like playing for a coach like that?
She definitely knows how to get in your butt. But she also has implemented that mistakes are volleyball. Without mistakes, you wouldn't have the sport. So she's definitely like gave us that confidence where it's like, it's okay. Like, it's going to happen. Just get the next ball and make a new mistake. Like, you're going to make tons of mistakes, but as long as you make new ones and you improve every time, that's fine. And she has a huge heart for competitiveness, and I aspire to be that because I don't understand how she does it. Like, the clipboard's on the floor almost every game, and I'm like, yep, that's Janet for you. Like,
yeah, because I see her up walking around,
Yes.
really pep talking you guys.
Yes.
And being like,
She's
okay,
been really
coaching.
supportive with like all the young players and the team. It's really, I feel like we're doing really good. It's really hard trying to like, well, not hard, but like, this is a whole new team and like a whole new experience, and she's been really supportive and helped us a lot, I feel like.
Well, you've had a lot of experienced players over the last couple of years at the the juniors and seniors that are now gone, so you've got a lot more younger players that you're going to have to rely on. When you look at the schedule, though, is there one team that's been maybe a thorn in the side of you all as you've come through those ranks at Central that okay, if we can compete with them, we can compete with anybody? Is there one team that's that team for you all that you need to compete with to be able to get to where you want to be?
I don't think that there's a team in particular. I definitely think that a lot of teams, especially in Region 11, have lost a lot of their upper-class talents. And obviously all of us are talents. We're all on high school teams. We have skills, but we're all kind of on an even playing field to where we all have potential to beat each other. So I think that's really cool to see that, no, we might not have been able to beat Great Crossing last year, but maybe we can this year because we're all pretty even.
Yeah, I totally agree with what she's been saying. They're all in the same boat, I feel like. All of the players, like...
There's not one team that sticks out,
yeah,
right?
There's not like a super exceptional team or anything. We're pretty even.
That's good, too. That creates some good competitiveness within because you may beat Lexington Catholic, who might beat Frederick Douglass, but Frederick Douglass beats you all. So, like, you kind of, everybody beating up on each other, and then that way when the postseason rolls around, it could be anybody's region to win.
Well, I want to ask, what do you say to your school classmates, to your teammates? Like, come to the games, right?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people don't
sure.
understand volleyball if they've never played it in gym, because that's when I first learned how to play.
Well, when I
was in
first
gym
started
class.
doing the games, Janet was doing the call with me. She would
And
be on the
teaching
call.
you.
And everything that I know, which is still not a whole lot, but everything that I do know, she has taught me. And it's just been fun learning from her. And I know as a coach, she's probably that same way. But, if somebody's watching this, and they're like, well, why would I go watch Madison Central volleyball? What would you tell them to make them come out and watch you all play?
I definitely think that our games are full of adrenaline. Like, you never know what's going to happen.
They're intense.
Someone could just slam it on the floor, and then you look, and Aubrey Donald's just swiped it up. And I'm just like, you never know what's going to happen. That's what's so fun about the sport, is it's just like you're laying bodies everywhere, and it's incredible to watch. And your eyes are just kind of going back and forth because you really never know what's going to happen. But I definitely encourage everyone to go watch volleyball. Like, we come and watch football, come and watch volleyball.
Yeah,
That's exactly right. I love that. That's exactly right.
Yeah, I agree with what she's saying. Like, every ball's different. Like, it's never the same. Like, it's exciting, and we've been really like pumped up this year, trying to get everybody like excited for it. And I'm just like a big community person. I love having people come watch and just support the team overall.
Yeah, you got to get that pep club in there.
Yes.
Come watch our games.
Well, one more quick question, ladies. Is there, for folks that are seeing this, you mentioned Aubrey Donald. I know there's a lot of really good young players. Who do you think is going to be the one player to watch? Or, like, is there a group of players? Like, is there somebody we haven't heard of before that you all have been really impressed with this summer? Who's, like, somebody, okay, that's the player that is going to have to play really good for us to have an impact this year?
I definitely would say Aubrey Donald and Bella Moret.
Yeah, definitely.
They're both incredible players.
And they played for her at Cottle, right? Both of them did?
Yes. So they've had Janet since the start, and she has trained them to be really, really skilled players, and they know what they're doing, and they have a very strong future ahead of them.
Yes.
And they're both juniors, right? They're juniors now?
Bella's a sophomore.
Bella's a sophomore, and Aubrey's a junior?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I've been covering those girls for a while, and I know their dads are very volleyball oriented as well.
Yes.
So, yeah, Philip and and Jeff are very big into the sport of volleyball, which is good. I think when your parents support you and you see them going all in for the team, it's got to make you all more motivated, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I love whenever he'll do like the announcements, whenever we're all like high-fiving each other, and he gets that wrestling voice up in there, and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, Jeff, they got some characters to them, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Well, ladies, thank you all for coming over. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. The
Thank
season
you.
starts on Wednesday for them. You got plenty
Yes.
you can come out and watch volleyball on Wednesday, football on
the
Friday,
band
on
preview on
Thursday. So
Thursday.
a very busy week at Madison Central. Get out and support these students and everything that they do outside of the classroom. Special thanks to Robbie Cooksey for coming over as well to talk about that big game on Friday and the band and volleyball and everything else.
Kid ball.
For our producers, Copeland Peterson and Aiden Mills, she's Samantha Burford. I'm Michael Watkins. Folks, we'll see you next time on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show.